people, and also celebrate what looks to be a bright future for all of them. And we're happy to be part of that future. For the students, it's your chance to see tangible proof that the people in this community care about you, that they're willing to invest in your future, even if they may not know you personally. There's a powerful message there for you, and I hope you all take it to heart. Tonight they will find out, the donors of these scholarships will find out who's receiving that scholarship for the first time. So there'll be some smiles here, I think, for all of us as we watch people come up and collect their scholarship. For the parents in the audience, you've played such a major role in your children's lives. It's a chance for you to get affirmation that the rest of the community shares your interest in their welfare. If it's true that it takes a village to raise a child, this is a village that cares very much about its children and has contributed a great deal of time and energy and effort and money to see that they have this bright future that they deserve. In the years that this foundation has been in existence, we have raised just over $4 million in scholarships and program funding, which is remarkable for a community of this size and economic position. It says a lot about what we care about with our kids. For the donors that are in the audience, and many of them fortunately are here tonight, this is an affirmation of a different sort. You get a chance to see how your money is really going to work, and you'll see how it's going to affect the future lives of these young people in the audience with us. Tonight, the graduating seniors are going to share in 130 scholarships with an aggregate value of almost $250,000. That's a significant amount of money that's going out there to help you with your future plans. And whether those plans are for college or a technical school, you'll have at least a head start from the people in this community that are putting their faith in you. Our hope at the foundation is that when you've finished your education and you've moved on to your careers, that you'll remember that people in this community made an investment in your future and will turn around and do the same thing for the people following you through the school system. This is a remarkable endeavor, and we'd like to see it continue and expand as time goes on. Before we get on with the program, I want to take a moment to thank some people who've been responsible for making this evening so successful. I'd like to thank Anchor Bank, Edward Jones and Steve Duty, and Mayors and Powers for providing the student dinners this evening. I'd like to thank American Bank for the pictures and the frames, to Dan Grievous for the pictures, to our food service department for the wonderful dinner they've delivered time after time for these events, to our custodial staff for the setup and cleanup, to our technology staff that you see scattered around here behind the cameras trying not to fall off the platform, for the work they've done to make it possible for this to be televised, to Sue McDaniel for reading the student bios, to parents and student volunteers who have helped with the setup for this evening, and especially to Carrie Voyevich and Sharon Jakacki, even though she can't tell me the right time for this to start, our foundation staff who have done an absolutely wonderful job all year getting ready for this night. They do a terrific job. Please join me in thanking them for their work. There's also another dedicated group of volunteers that make up the Education Foundation Board, and I'd like to introduce them. If you're here tonight, please stand and remain standing till we get through the list. If you're not here, you could sit down if you want. Jerry Gunderman, Georgine Kohlberger, Jody Poppy, Dave Erickson, I haven't seen Dave, Beth Bauman, Mike Francis, Lee Nelson, Lee is not here tonight, John McEnany, Diane Keir, Molly Glevy, Carl Lehman, Mary Niederkorn, Steve Lewandowski, Rankin Patet, Krista Edston, and Nancy Whiteside Yamora. These people have been part of this organization, helping to raise the funds and keep the organization flowing, and please thank them for tonight. There is another group of people that I can't introduce, and they can't stand up because it's a secret. There is a dedicated group of evaluators who take the hundreds of applications for the scholarships anonymously. All they are is a number and a set of qualifications, and match them up to the money that's available and try to find the best matched in the arrangement that'll get the students the most valuable reward for their efforts. This group is unknown even to me. I'm told there are some in the audience. I want to thank them, and I hope you will all join me in thanking them. And finally, the group of donors, many of whom are here tonight, who have made this $250,000 contribution to these students' futures. I want to thank all of you on behalf of the foundation and on behalf of the families of South St. Paul for your contributions to their schools and to their children. Thank you very much for that. For the students, there's a movie that I happen to enjoy very much called Saving Private Ryan, in which one of the protagonists says to the title character at the end of the movie, "Earn this, earn it." And for you students, I earnestly hope that you will take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you as a result of tonight's activities. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce my good friend Bruce Haggerty, President of the South St. Paul Board of Education. Bruce?
Thank you. Good evening. Thank you, John. When I was first elected to the Board of Education, I had an opportunity to serve with John, and the years that we served together were a little bit too short. I want to share with him, and I want to share with you tonight, John, I miss you on the school board. I really do. I'm certainly pleased to see that you're continuing to serve South St. Paul public education again in your capacity with the foundation. It's my privilege to represent the South St. Paul School Board at the podium this evening, and I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce those members of the board in attendance this evening. Likewise, if the board members would rise as your name is called and remain standing. Inspector Deborah Clark, Inspector Wendy Felton, Inspector Shelley Forrester, Inspector Rick Voigt, Inspector John Voyevich, and Inspector Kay Erickson likewise was unable to join us this evening. Thank you, board members, for your tireless service to the community. It is appreciated. Thank you for being here tonight. The South St. Paul Education Foundation is an extraordinary organization. It's envied by those who know and understand the nature of such fundraising activities. And as John indicated, it disperses more in scholarships annually than any other similar district anywhere. $250,000 tonight, a great new total. I'm not going to take you through the history of this fine enterprise, but with your indulgence, I'd like to take just a little time tonight to mention by name those who've played a role through the years as past directors of the foundation and have led the organization to where it is today. I think many are in the audience, but I don't know that all are. Rather than wait for rise and applause, perhaps a wave of the hand if you're in the audience and your name is read. Brenda Affelbacher, Robert Anderson, Jerry Arvidsson, Brian Barenshear, Keith Bears, Margaret Bateman, Lori Bauer, Judith Beldy, Gary Bakke, Al Bushman, Robert Carter Jr., Cheryl Carter, Rollin Crawford, Fran Delia, Jane Dittburner, Betty Eldridge, Kay Francis, Thomas Freeberg, Kathleen Gaylord, Barbara Girton, Kelton Glevy, Dr. Stephen Gorman, Vance Granis Sr., Bruce Grew, Robin Haggerty, Margaret Hall, Tim Johnson, Richard Castle, Jeff Kant, Stanley Kegler, Jean Levander King, Mark Kronholm, Julie Lennertz, Iantha Levander, James Lindell, Kenneth Manthe, Milton McMorrow, Thomas Metzen, Robert Milbert, Janet Morgan, Mary Jane Morin, Margaret Moore, Ken Nelson, Susan O'Brien, James O'Leary, Roland Olson, Larry Polatichuk, Pam Pavlak, Carrie Petrozewski, Ron Prill, Thomas Ricker, Ken Rolfe, Melissa Rossau, Bruce Rooker, Betty Sheenian, Dale Sheenian, Kathy Johnson Smith, Calvin Sorensen, Dr. Anton Sprites, Bernard St. Peter, Tom Voigt, John Voyevich, Janet Voigt, John Wilkie, Douglas Woog, and of course, of special mention, ex officio member extraordinaire, former Superintendent David Metzen. The time and energy and imagination of a number of people, a significant number of people over the last 24 years, it is with their actions that tonight's success is upon us. Thank you to all of those who've served the foundation over all these years. You have been wildly successful. Students, someday, not immediately, maybe years, maybe decades down the line, you're going to be asked to give something back, to serve your community, to contribute your time, your money. Please remember this evening and those that have worked to make this evening possible. Parents and students, congratulations on being here this evening. And to our many benefactors who are present this evening, thank you for your important and ongoing contributions. Clearly, without you, we would not be here this evening. Thank you for your time. And now it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of South St. Paul Public Schools, Patty Hemanover.
Wow. When I called him this afternoon, I says, we have to make it short. It's going to be a long program tonight. And I said, couple minutes, not 10 minutes. This is truly a special night for so many of us as we celebrate the academic success of our students. The Educational Foundation supports our district and our students throughout the years, and they are the reason we are here tonight. We are, with the generous support and contribution of our donors and volunteers, the South St. Paul Educational Foundation has become one of the most successful in the state of Minnesota. This evening, 130 scholarships amounting to over $250,000 will be presented. This is truly amazing, unbelievable. I would like to express my personal thanks to the Educational Foundations and to the donors for their continued contribution to this district. Students, this evening is all about you and your accomplishments. You should be very proud of yourself for what you have achieved, and know that by receiving your scholarship tonight, you are on your way to a new beginning. Sit back and enjoy this evening, because this is a night you will always remember. Congratulations and best wishes for continued success in your future. The success is in the path to all your dreams. Congratulations. It's my honor right now to introduce Butch Manning, High School Principal.
Thank you, Patty. And Bruce, thank you for being short. Good evening and welcome to South St. Paul, the home of the Packers. I'd like to thank the South St. Paul Educational Foundation and Carrie Voyevich for providing this very, very special evening. I know everybody in the audience has heard the term the American dream. What does that actually mean? I looked up in a definition, looked into Webster, and it said the American dream, year 1950. Some of you can remember that far back. And what it says, through hard work, determination, you can accomplish anything you want. I then proceeded to take a look further and went to the year 2000 and saw the definition for the American dream. It said, through hard work and determination and going to college, you can accomplish anything you want. I then took a look at the year 2008 and checked for the definition of the American dream according to a famous person by the name of H. Butch Manning. And that person revealed that the American dream is no longer called the American dream. It's called the South St. Paul dream. And the South St. Paul dream says, students, if you provide the hard work and the determination, the South St. Paul Education Foundation will help provide you with the money to go to college so you can accomplish everything you want. On behalf of the class of 2008, I would like to thank all the people who have donated money to the foundation in order to make the South St. Paul dream come true. Thank you.
One of the traditions of this banquet each year is that a South St. Paul graduate comes back to inspire, enlighten, entertain, share wisdom, and really make this the high point of the evening. But Beth will be here tonight. It is my sincere pleasure, both personally and organizationally, to introduce the mayor of South St. Paul, currently a member of the Education Board and a South St. Paul graduate, and my good friend, Beth Bauman.
Thank you, John. No, I appreciate that, John. And I'd like to say my platform this year to be reelected. Oh, no, that was the wrong speech. I'm sorry. Thank you, John, and thank you to everyone here for allowing me to be between you and finding out what scholarship you got. Power is a wonderful thing. But I do want to thank all the donors, all the parents, and all the very talented students who are here to hear what they earned, what they're getting, and I think that's a great thing. And I especially want to, and this is a theme that's going to run throughout tonight, thank the Educational Foundation. Not many communities, and that's another theme you're going to hear tonight, not many communities have such a powerful foundation that not only facilitates the collection and distribution of many, many scholarships, but supports programs in all of the schools. So remember, give back, and you're going to hear that some more tonight. Well, I got to tell you, I graduated from this fine institution, and I did graduate in 1976. This was the out of doors. This was the wall. There was a picnic table there, picnic table there. And we had a lot of fun. It was the 70s, okay? It wasn't quite as cool as the 60s when there were protests and hippies and all that good stuff. We were trying to figure out what we were. There was disco in the 70s, but gas was less than 50 cents. You could drive around all night on $5. And when you couldn't drive, you walked. You walked to the Pizza Villa, where the owners of the Pizza Villa were quite nice in letting us hang out outside even if we didn't spend any money inside. We'd hang out there, we'd play loud music, sometimes we'd go in and actually buy something. Sometimes one of our very inspired classmates would take all their clothes off and streak by. Sometimes they'd fall. It was but that was the 70s. We hung out a lot in the 70s. We didn't have a lot of planned things. The 70s were also when Bruce Springsteen was just born to run. Mick and Keith actually didn't look like senior citizens. They were ready to rock. That's when, and this will be interesting to you athletes in the group, that's when you could be a 3-sport athlete because seasons ended and new seasons started, so you could start your new sport. I know that's gone now. Our South St. Paul High School paper was called the South St. Paul High Times. Great for the 70s. And as news editor, I dealt with a lot of controversial issues, book bannings, the sit-in to allow us to wear jeans to class. That was critical. And the never-ending argument, I still think it's a editorial page issue now, open lunch, close lunch, open lunch, close lunch. Well, our class was the one that made them close lunch. But as fun as I had, as much great times, many great times that I had in this school, I wanted one thing: blow this pop stand, get out of this one-horse town and see the world, see what it was really like out there. So I did. I went to college. I learned some stuff. I met some people that taught me things I probably shouldn't have known. I went to places that were very beautiful, but then I stumbled. I kind of got lost. I quit college, had to move back home to South St. Paul, to Cowtown. It's like, wow, I can't believe I'm doing this. I wanted to see the world, I saw the world, and I felt a little bit like Dorothy in Oz when she told Glinda the Good Witch, if you can't find your heart's desire in your own backyard, then you never really lost it to begin with. So as I came back to South St. Paul and became a contributing member to society, I realized everything I needed to know about being in the big world, I learned in South St. Paul. So I'm here to share that information with you, what South St. Paul taught me about being a community. And for those of you that were unfortunate and didn't get to grow up here, you at least got to go to school here, and that's a great thing, because South St. Paul is a true community, a community where there are neighbors and people to help you out. Not a bedroom community, not a big city, but a true community. The first bit of knowledge I learned about South St. Paul: it's not a bad smell. It's the smell of money. And that's talking about respecting and honoring our history. I don't know how many times all of us have heard that. Grandparents, uncles, aunts, anybody who had anything to do with the stockyards, had anything to do with the packing plants, because it was the smell of money. It was what created our prosperity, made us a boom town. Stockyards, Armours, Swifts, they are what allowed families to move from Europe to have jobs here, build homes, buy homes, and raise their families. That was our prosperity. So the smell is not so bad when you think about it that way. We have a rich history, and it's important for us to honor that history. It's important for you as students to understand why that's important, that made us a community. In fact, there's still time for you to learn. The museum right across from City Hall has a huge display filled with stories and pictures and memorabilia from the stockyards and the packing plants. So take this opportunity to understand why the history of South St. Paul made it a community, because that's important. The second thing I learned from the city of South St. Paul is be kind to your neighbors. Whether they're actually the people that live next door to you, or they sit next to you in IB English, or they're your cube mate at work, they are your neighbors, and we are here to help them. If they need groceries, if they need someone to babysit their kids, if they need lunch money, if they're feeling down, if you notice them at a party and they don't look like they're fitting in, that's our job. Be kind to neighbors, because in South St. Paul, we're all neighbors. And ask me, I'm the mayor, I'll tell you that. So be kind to neighbors. It's an important thing to learn, because we're one big neighborhood in South St. Paul. The third, and very important, be involved in politics and your community. I think you heard that tonight already, being involved. In South St. Paul, politics and community are almost synonymous, and were for many years, because that's what people talked about, getting involved. By the time I was 8, I was handing out political literature. I've campaigned for presidents and governors and legislators and many council members. But I learned a lot, and you will learn a lot if you get involved. And maybe it's not politics. Maybe that doesn't ring your bell. Maybe it's cleaning up the river. Maybe it's building more parks. Maybe it's raising food money for neighbors. Maybe it's working on a way to welcome the vets back from Iraq. But whatever it is, something my father told me is get passionate about something and get involved. So I'm challenging all the students in this room and some of the adults to get passionate and get involved in your community, in politics, in anything you choose to do, because the only people that are going to make it a great community are you. The fourth thing I learned from South St. Paul is do well and be involved in school. Now, South St. Paul has an extraordinary reputation, and the people that are part of the school district do an amazing job, and historically have done an amazing job. You know why? Well, one of the contributing reasons is South St. Paul is one of the 2 cities in Minnesota where the school district and the state have the same boundaries. What does that mean, you ask me? Well, it means that the people, the community, make decisions about the school district. And because our community was populated with many immigrants, many people who couldn't speak or write English, couldn't read, when they came over, they wanted their children and their children's children to be better educated than them. So they thought it was important. Where else would a community of our size, 20,000 people, come up with some crazy scheme like instituting IB throughout the whole school? That is a gutsy move for a district as small as us. But that's the legacy, that's the heritage of the people that created this community. Education is important. But being involved in your school, whether it's high school, college, wherever you do go, is also important. Take time to participate in activities that are not just classes. That's where you really learn to deal with what happens when you get out of school. So take time to be involved, do well in school, and I know all of you have, and be involved. Number 5, treasure your friends. I have to tell you, I have a very close friend in the audience who will be handing out a scholarship later, and we've been friends since junior high. We just got back from a trip where a bunch of girls celebrated our 50th birthday, and these are kids that I went to high school with, went to grade school with. I walked to kindergarten with one of them. We've been friends for years. And why are we friends? Why are we still friends? You know, I've met many friends since then. I've met friends in college, at work. We're friends because we come from the same place. We understand about South St. Paul. We have the same values. We understand our history and why it's important. Plus, they also have a lot of secrets about me, so I have to stay friends or else I'll never be able to run in town again. But treasuring your friends because they understand it. They get it. They know about South St. Paul and being a community. The 5th thing I learned was respect your elders, and better yet, listen to their stories. I remember my grandmother telling me about her family coming from Croatia, showing me pictures of the old country, of what was happening here, my grandfather playing traditional music, talking about the neighbors, the Serbs, the Poles, the Scandinavians, and everybody else who came to this town to work in the plants. And as she taught me how to make traditional meals, I knew that was happening across our community, and is still happening today, because people are still coming from other countries to South St. Paul to be part of this community. So it's important to listen to what the stories that your grandparents, your parents tell you, and understand how they make you who you are today. So listen to your elders. Number 7, Walt books would hurt me if I didn't bring this up. Shop locally. South St. Paul taught me to shop locally. In its heyday, this town was a boom town. And we had stores up and down the hill, all along Concord. You could buy anything you needed, groceries, furniture, cattle prods, office supplies. It was all could be found here. But the heyday of the big box and superstores have chased a lot of those companies out of our town. We fell, on an economic depression. But what's important is we need to go to the stores and the vendors and the people in our community. It's just as easy to get a latte on Marie Avenue or Southview as it is to run up to West St. Paul. It's easy to grab a pizza over at Angelo's. They did not pay for that advertisement, by the way, as it is to go someplace else. So when you can, shop locally. Support the businesses. Support our community, because every community needs businesses. Shop locally. And the last thing I learned is that South St. Paul is the center of the universe. Now, you laugh. And I know those of you who do not live here are saying, wait a minute, okay, she's a little parochial, and what is she smoking? But I know it's hard to hear, but no matter where I go, people will say, oh, you're from South St. Paul? My grandfather, my uncle, my cousin, my sister, worked in the yards, worked in the plants, used to deliver cattle, used to buy hogs, used to work in a department store or the movie theater there. It's crazy. I was in Florence, Italy. When they told someone where I was from, they said, we used to sell cattle in South St. Paul. I was in Jamaica, man. Someone said, South St. Paul? I used to bowl in South St. Paul. Crazy stuff. But I've determined that whether it's some cosmic connection or some 6 degrees of separation, South St. Paul is the center of the universe. And if you don't live here, at least you got to go to school here, and so you're connected. Enough of the foolishness and the fun. I want to encourage you to cherish the times that you had here. Because again, and I am dead serious about this is a community. South St. Paul is a community and is recognized everywhere as a community. I used to call it the Hotel California. You can check out, but you can never leave. But I'm happy about being here now. And I think it's a great place to grow and be raised. And if you can't live here, go to school here. So just a couple more things before I leave. First of all, be involved, whether it's politics, your community, your school, your church, be involved. Give back. When the South St. Paul Educational Foundation sends you a note, an email, gives you a call next year about this time to see how your scholarship went and how school's going, don't dodge them, don't delete the email, send it back. Stay in touch, because you will want to give back someday. Just as all these generous people, these generous donors are giving to you, someday you're going to have the wherewithal when you hit it big on Wall Street, when you invent that amazing thing that everyone has to have, you're going to have the wherewithal and the funds to give back. So stay connected, stay involved, and give back. Be kind to your neighbors. Everyone is your neighbor, so be kind. Honor your history, your elders, and respect and learn from what has come before you. Hold your friends dear, because no matter how different you've become, where you've moved, what things have happened in your life, they're the people that know you and get it. So hold them dear. And remember where you came from and be proud of it. So when someone says, oh, South St. Paul, the stinky bridge, say, hey, that's not the stinky bridge. That is the smell of money. So thank you very much. Congratulations to all the seniors. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you, Beth, for carrying on the tradition of being wise and inspiring and entertaining. Thank you. That was terrific. We were trying to figure out how we could stretch this out a little bit longer just to keep the suspense going, but we have a feeling some of the leftovers on the table are going to start flying our direction. So it's now my pleasure to introduce the Executive Director of the South St. Paul Education Foundation, Carrie Voyevich, who will begin the process of distributing the goodies. Carrie?
Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to be with you here this evening. We're so excited to be distributing all these scholarships in behalf of all of your generous donors here in the room tonight. As you've heard, tonight's a very special night for the South St. Paul Educational Foundation. We owe a huge thanks to all of the donors here with us tonight and all over the United States. And we do have donors from all over the United States. We're proud to offer a broad range of scholarships representing a true cross-section of our students' abilities. Over the past 24 years, we've awarded $2.2 million to our graduates and $1.8 million for curriculum-enhancing programs touching all students here in South St. Paul. This year alone, we've given over 20 programs to our schools. I'm just going to talk about 3 of them that we've had. We had a baby shark born at Lincoln Elementary School. Many of our students there watched it hatch and grow, and now it went over to Underwater Works at the Mall of America. We helped fund a physics lab here at the junior and senior high for students to study wind-resistant models that they made. And at Kaposha Elementary School, we've got stability balls, helping students to see if it helps them concentrate and perform better in school. So we're very proud of all the different programs that we have offered to our teachers here at the foundation. If any of you are here that aren't aware of the foundation, we've got people here that may not be. I've got annual reports on the tables. Feel free to take them with you. And then we also have a alumni card. And whether you're alumni or not, fill it out and we'll make sure you're in our database at the foundation and we can give you updates as things go on. In an effort to make this evening go a little bit smoother, I know we have a lot of people in this room and a lot to accomplish tonight. Parents, if I could have your attention as your student is being called up here, if you can stand and we can honor you as well as your student receiving the scholarship, we would appreciate that. And students and donors, as you come up here, Dan Grievous is set up over here. Thank you, Dan. To take pictures as you get up here. You'll go over with your donor and take the picture. We're going to follow along in the program in front of you with a couple exceptions. You've known that we've had a tough spring for sports here, and we've had sports activities that needed to be rescheduled. I think we've got all of our kids here, but in case we don't, we might have one running in a sports uniform, and we said that that was fine. You just need to get here, and everything else will fall into place. Students, if you can remember when you come up here to turn and face the camera, we've got a television audience. We'd like to see your smiling faces at home. And we've got a middle aisle sort of here. If you can come down the middle aisle and then just get up here as best you can for everyone else. I know we're jam-packed in this room. We're thrilled to be able to offer this many scholarships. Well, with that, we'll just get started with the first scholarship. The first scholarship being awarded is the Art and Lois Gillen Scholarship. The Gillen Scholarship was established by Levander, Gillen and Miller Law Firm in honor of Art's retirement from the firm in 1996. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Bridget McCauley Nason from the Levander, Gillen and Miller Law Firm.
Thank you. My name is Bridget McCauley Nason, and I'm an attorney at the Levander Law Firm, which is just down over that way in South St. Paul. And I'm very pleased tonight to present the Art and Lois Gillen Scholarship to Janie Pfeiffer. Janie?
Janie is very creative and calls herself an artist. She is particularly interested in photography and traditional drawing with colored pencils and markers. Janie plans on attending Mankato State University. Receiving a scholarship would mean the world to her. If she were to receive a scholarship, she would feel that all of the work that she put into her life would not be for nothing. It would be an honor and a joy to receive a scholarship.
The Bremer Community Service Scholarship is next. This award is established by Bremer Bank to focus on leadership and citizenship qualities developed through community service. To present the award tonight is Steve Carrier for Bremer Bank.
Good evening. On behalf of Bremer Bank, I'm pleased to present this award to Alicia Anderson.
Alicia loves to read, write, hang out with her friends, and do as much as she can possible to live her life the way that she wants to. Alicia plans on attending St. Cloud State University, pursuing a career in writing, art, and photography. Receiving a scholarship means that she can change her life for the better.
The class of 1946 established this scholarship to support public schools here in South St. Paul. Presenting this award is Virginia Lanegren and Joyce R. Messenger.
On behalf of the class of 1946, which we have graduated a long time ago, and we're very happy to be here and present this scholarship to Erica Casco Espinozo.
Erica likes helping anyone that needs her help, and she also likes to spend time with her family and friends. Her favorite pastime is to read, listen to music, and work. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to Erica. It's her way to pursue her educational goals. She plans on attending Mankato State University with a degree in psychology. Erica is the first person in her family to attend college.
The Doc Flom Memorial Scholarship was established in 1993 by friends and family in Doc's memory. To present the scholarship this evening, Marie and Ingrid Pond. Oh, nope, sorry, just Marie.
Yeah. Sorry, my daughter's not here tonight. I'm honored to give this scholarship to Justin Markfort.
Justin has participated in football, basketball, and track. He enjoys sports. Receiving a scholarship would give him that boost to go to college. He plans on attending Concordia University with a pre-med major.
This is the 18th annual that friends and family made the Doug Ninneman Scholarship available in Doug's memory. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Richard Zygan.
Rich is an outdoors person. He loves hunting and fishing every weekend with his dad and grandfather. He really enjoys sports and keeping in shape. Receiving a scholarship would help him financially and pursue his career in law enforcement. It is very important to him that he's able to pursue a career in law enforcement, giving him a chance to give back to the community that has been so good to him.
Jack was a switchboard operator at South St. Paul Public Schools. She loved kids and had many special relationships with many of her service students. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Charles Moore.
Charles likes to be with his family and friends. He also enjoys playing cards. He plans on attending Inver Hills Community College, pursuing a career as a computer engineer. Receiving a scholarship would be a great opportunity for him and help him with his college expenses.
The Metzen Realty Scholarship was established in 2000 by owners Tom, David, and Jim Metzen, along with Russ Letzen and Larry Danich, all South St. Paul graduates. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Amber Lane.
Amber comes from a single-parent household and has been taking care of her autistic brother since he was born. She enjoys going to Renaissance festivals. One of her other enjoyments in life is reading literature and fantasy novels. She also has a passion for music. Amber plans on attending Mankato State University, majoring in business or psychology. A scholarship for her would mean having not to worry so much about how to pay for college on her own.
The Midwest Vending Scholarship was established because of its commitment to the community and its young people. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Brent Lijah.
Hi there. On behalf of Midwest Vending, we'd like to present our scholarship to Ryan Knowles.
Ryan is involved in the varsity baseball team at South St. Paul High School. He enjoys sports, math, and fishing. He plans on attending Inver Hills Community College, pursuing a career as a CPA. A scholarship would mean a lot to him because he needs help paying for school, and he is a good student.
This is the fifth year for Pro Touch Painting Scholarship established by Jim and Georgia Hoffman, owners of Pro Touch. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Jamie Dufresne.
Receiving a scholarship would make it easier to pay for college, so Jamie can pursue a career in carpentry. He plans on attending St. Paul Technical College. Jamie will be the first person in his family to go to college, and this would mean a lot to him.
St. John Vianney established this annual scholarship for a student who graduated from St. John Vianney Elementary School. Presenting the first annual scholarship is Colm Griffin.
Good evening and congratulations to everyone this evening. I'm very excited to be here this evening on behalf of the Church of St. John Vianney. As the Educational Foundation began, it appears 25 years ago, and has grown tremendously. We hope that the scholarship and our contribution is able to grow over the years as well. The money for this scholarship comes from a golf tournament that we had one last fall, and our second annual one is coming up here in a couple weeks. The first recipient of this scholarship is Jenna Joseph.
Jenna considers herself very independent. She is fun-loving and cannot stand making something negative. She would rather make the best of what she has and learn how to deal with it. Jenna plans on attending Fergus Falls College, majoring in social work. Getting a scholarship would mean the world to her, not only because of the expense, but she would be the first one in her family to go to college.
The Thomas N. Sabaski Memorial Scholarship is established in Tom's memory by his family. Tom was a 1982 graduate of South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship is Cody Schwantes.
Cody's favorite pastime is playing hockey. His outside interests are sports and just hanging out with friends. Receiving a scholarship would put him a step closer to pursue a future in business management or sports medicine.
The next scholarship was established by David and Daniel Voyevich, who are both South St. Paul police officers. David will be presenting this scholarship this evening. And as he's coming up, I want to say a special congratulations to Danny Voyevich, who was just named South St. Paul Police Chief.
Thank you. This scholarship goes to Joshua Jarakowski.
When Josh is not working, he likes to go fishing at his cabin. He also likes to go deer hunting with his family every season. Joshua also enjoys working on cars. For him to receive a scholarship would be a wonderful thing. His dream is to go to college and study law enforcement to eventually become a policeman. He can work very hard to save money for college, and any help he can get to pay for college will be greatly appreciated.
I have one other gift for Joshua here. I wanted to make sure that he came to work for the right police department, so I'm going to give him this patch so he can keep it with him all the time.
The Wakota Federal Credit Union Scholarship was established in 1988 to show the support of South St. Paul Public Schools. Christine Thury will present this scholarship this evening. Hi, Christine.
Good evening. On behalf of Wakota Federal Credit Union, I'm very pleased to present this award to Reagan Wilson.
Reagan has been dancing at Julianne's Dance Studio for the past 16 years. She enjoys dancing. It's one of her favorite things to do. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because she has worked pretty hard during high school, and college is a lot of money. A scholarship for any amount would be helpful to pay for tuition and other expenses at Hamline University.
Xcel Energy believes in supporting the communities in which they serve. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Colette Urich.
The employees at Xcel Energy Company are extremely pleased to invest in the future success of Kayla Velasquez.
Kayla is a professional performing artist and entertainer. She likes to work, sing, and dance in her spare time and spend plenty of time with friends and family. She plans on attending the University of Minnesota, majoring in business or accounting. A scholarship would mean a whole lot to her because she comes from a large family, and a scholarship would help with the expenses.
The Centennial Fund Scholarship was established with funds made through donations from the Centennial Fund. The recipient of the scholarship this evening is Tyler Thompson.
Outside of school, Tyler is interested in cars. His favorite pastimes are watching an NFL game or working on his car or hanging out with his friends. Tyler plans on attending Dakota County Technical College, studying welding engineering. It would mean a lot to him to be awarded a scholarship because every bit of money helps out a lot with college tuition.
The next scholarship was established by the Bilgen family in 1997 in memory of their mom and dad, Fran and Patty, who lived in South St. Paul for the first years of their marriage. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Matt Bilgen.
Good evening. I am pleased and proud to present the Bilgen Family Scholarship Award to Emily Suhan.
When Emily is not at work or at school, she loves to dance. It's who she is. Emily also likes working with people. She takes great pride in being able to help someone. Next year, she plans on attending St. Thomas, majoring in social work and psychology. After graduating from there, she intends on attending Berkeley for law school. Receiving a scholarship would mean a great deal to her. For her, receiving a scholarship is a great way to further her education and help her excel in the future.
The class of 1947 established a scholarship to show its support of public schools here in South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Alyssa Martinez.
Alyssa is a very hardworking person. She likes listening to music and hanging out with her family. Alyssa plans on attending the University of Minnesota, majoring in nursing. If she received a scholarship, it would really mean a lot to her because she is the first person to go to college in her family.
The Carl Crosby Endowed Scholarship was established by Carl in 1956. He was a high school graduate, in 1956. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Amy Tui.
Amy's out-of-school interests are her friends and family. She likes to be goal-oriented. When there is something that she's capable of doing, she tries her hardest. Amy plans on attending the Wisconsin-Milwaukee University, majoring in psychology. Receiving a scholarship would give her the opportunity to concentrate more on schoolwork.
The Joe Patrick Scholarship was established by his family to honor him in his memory. Joe was a 1969 graduate and an elementary teacher. Joe believed in teaching had a crucial effect on his students. Tim Patrick will be presenting with Deb and Bill, will be presenting two $800 scholarships this evening. Thank you.
Debbie, class of 68, Bill 73, and I'm 72. We're honored to be here, of course, and the first one goes to Lauren Peck.
Lauren enjoys playing soccer, but due to ACL surgery, she could not play high school soccer. Lauren likes hanging out with her friends and being outside. She plans on majoring in education. Receiving a scholarship would mean everything to her. She would like to feel like she achieved something. If Lauren received a scholarship, she knows she earned it working hard through high school.
And the other one goes to Sheena Erickson.
Sheena likes to hang out with her friends and family. She likes to keep busy, whether going to school, working, or volunteering for a good cause. Sheena plans on attending the University of Minnesota Duluth, majoring in education or medicine. Getting a scholarship would mean that she would be able to lessen any financial burden. And Sheena has a quote here. I've heard my mom and other parents talking about the only time they hear from their college students is when they need a little extra cash. With a scholarship, I may need to make a few less of those type phone calls.
The Abner Rood Post 481 American Legion Scholarship was established in 1996. It's a wonderful example of our community service organization supporting our schools and students. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Cindy Yancheri.
As a veteran of both the Navy and the Army, it's a pleasure to be here tonight to represent the veterans of our community who are members of Abner Rood Post. The proceeds of this scholarship come from the sale of our poppies every year, and we thank all of you in the community who take time to buy a poppy, and we invite you to always be in support of our veterans who have served and those who continue to serve. Tonight, we are pleased to present this award to Michael Ward.
Mike says that he has learned so much at South St. Paul High School. Not only the academic, but more importantly, the sense of community that is highly evident in this school. Mike has also appreciated the privilege of receiving a scholarship to help pay for college and give back to the community that has given him so much. Mike plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, pursuing a career in physical therapy.
This is the 6th year for the Burton Memorial Scholarship, which has been established in memory of Edgar and Lorraine, both South St. Paul graduates, 1936 and 1939, and they were strong supporters of education. Their daughters, Jane Letson and Nancy Wiederholt, will be presenting the scholarship this evening.
It's my pleasure to present the Burton Memorial Scholarship to Lucas Windholz.
Lucas loves to run. He plans on attending St. Cloud State, majoring in business. Receiving a scholarship would mean so much to him because it would take away some of the financial burden during the college career.
The next scholarship is provided by CHS to help a student pursue an education in agribusiness or in business. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Al Iden. Hi, Al.
Good evening. On behalf of CHS, we're pleased to award our scholarship this year to Niko Mikashevich.
Niko enjoys playing and watching sports. He also enjoys spending time with his family and friends. They like to go camping, water skiing, and being outdoors. Niko plans on attending Augsburg College, majoring in business. He would be honored to receive a scholarship. He has worked hard through high school and wants to continue on to college and would appreciate any assistance towards his college tuition.
Has established 2 scholarships to help a student continue the excellent education they received in South St. Paul. Presenting these scholarships is John Sarafolian, a member from the class of 1952.
Well, before I start, I'd like to remind Mayor Baumann that the Romanians were also part of the early immigrants. All right. I know you just forgot, but that's okay. On behalf of the class of 1952, I would like to present the first scholarship to Caitlin Kropp.
Caitlin is a very motivated and enthusiastic person. She spends a great amount of time dancing, reading, scrapbooking, and socializing with friends and family when not in school or working. She volunteers when time allows. Caitlin plans on attending Winona State, majoring in nursing. A scholarship would mean so much to her. It would allow her to not have to work so many hours while trying to pursue her nursing degree.
And the second scholarship goes to Brendan Rose.
During Brendan's free time, he likes to paint and play sports outside as much as possible. His favorite pastime is soccer. Brendan plans on attending St. Scholastica, pursuing a career as a veterinarian. Receiving a scholarship would be a great way to begin his college career without having a debt over his head. It would be greatly appreciated by his family and himself.
The Francis Family Endowed Scholarship was established by Kay and Mary Francis, along with Fred and Muriel Schlichting, in memory of Zoe and Herb Francis. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Dawn Elliott, one of May and Kay and Mary's daughters. Oh, yes, and Mike is up here too.
Hello,
And he's
this
on our
is
board.
just such a great evening. I also want to let you know Carrie and I went to college together, so it's Old Home Week here at Stout. My grandma was just a great great supporter of education. She actually graduated from South St. Paul in 1921, and her photo is right over there if you want to take a look, Zoe Jaguar. Our Uncle Herb was just the biggest Packer fan you ever met, and he would be so proud to be here tonight to present this award. I graduated in 1978. My brother graduated in 1980. And we're so thrilled to present this scholarship to.
Tonight's award goes to Eric St. Martin.
Eric is involved in a number of academic and athletic activities in South St. Paul High School. He likes to hang out with his friends outside of school. Eric plans on attending Arizona State University, majoring in biology or education. He would love to receive a scholarship because it would be a good stepping stone to start his college career. It would mean so much to him if he could get a little help in planning his future.
The George Card Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of George, who taught art and coached hockey here in South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship is Josh Palmquist.
Josh enjoys playing all sports. He likes reading history and art and also spending time with his family and friends. Josh plans on attending Bethel University, majoring in business. For him, receiving a scholarship would help further his education.
The Grace M. Jefferson Endowed Scholarship was established in 1984 by Grace, a retired kindergarten teacher here in South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Christina Musta.
Christina really enjoys reading, listening to music, and watching movies. She loves to play sports and be active. Some of her favorite pastimes are fishing and camping. She really enjoys being involved in her church and all the activities that the youth group does. Christina plans on attending St. Cloud State, majoring in education. Receiving a scholarship would be a very big honor for her. This is because she feels she's being recognized by adults for her hard work and effort.
The continued support of the Croatian Hall or Haviski Dam is another example of the support we enjoy from local organizations. They are providing 2 scholarships for a student attending a 4-year college or university and 1 for a vocational scholarship. And we're welcoming Matt Bilgen up here to present the scholarship.
Thank you once again. On behalf of the Board of Directors, trustees, and officers of the Hrvatski Dom Association, or as everybody knows, the Croatian Hall, I am pleased to present the first scholarship to Chandra Gabbert.
Chandra is an outgoing person. She likes to attend school sporting events. She is also very involved in her church. In her free time, she likes to hang out with her friends and family. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. Most importantly, it would mean that she was one step closer to achieving her dreams of being an elementary education teacher. She plans on attending Winona State, majoring in education.
The second recipient of the Croatian Hall Scholarship is Andrea Doty.
Andrea likes to spend time with family and friends. She enjoys painting, doing crafts, singing, cooking, four-wheeling, camping, swimming, movies, and playing with her dog and cat. She plans on attending St. Cloud State, majoring in advertising and design. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her financially.
Okay, and we also have the Croatian Hall Technical Scholarship, and that goes to William Bartlett.
Will likes to work on cars with his brother and work on his computer. He plans on attending Inver Hills, pursuing a career in computer programming. He would really love a scholarship because then it would help to pay for college.
The Inver Grove Heights American Legion Post 424 Scholarship is another service organization providing help for our young people. We have two scholarships to award this evening. The first one goes to Elizabeth Phelps.
Beth loves playing soccer. She has played for 14 years. She also likes working at the pool in the summer and loves working with the kids. She's very interested in the medical field because of her job as a lifeguard. Both of her parents were paramedics when they were younger, so it would be exciting to be able to follow in their footsteps. Receiving a scholarship would help a lot to pay for college.
And the second scholarship goes to Camille Peterson.
Camille loves listening to music, and her work can be fun sometimes. She plans on attending Inver Hills, studying graphic design or computer art. She would like to get a scholarship because it would be very helpful to ensure her future without large school loans.
The Jim Kennedy Memorial Scholarship was established 15 years ago in 1993 by friends and family of Jim. He was a 1964 graduate and to honor his memory. To present this scholarship is Jim's brother, Fred.
Paul.
Oh, Paul. I'm sorry, Paul.
That's all right.
On behalf of our family and Jim's friends, it gives me great pleasure to present this year's scholarship to Ryan Conway.
Ryan is very outgoing, friendly, and enjoys being with people. Some of his favorite things are flying airplanes. He's currently flying out of St. Paul Downtown Airport and working on his private pilot's license. Ryan enjoys playing baseball, hockey, bowling, and spending time with family and friends. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to him and his family. It would help them financially. He is set to attend University of North Dakota and go through their aviation program.
The Castle Yentz Endowed Memorial Scholarship is for a student attending the University of Wisconsin at Stout. Dick and Kay Castle, both Stout graduates, established this scholarship in the memory of their parents. Their 6 children all attended schools here in South St. Paul. Mike Castle and Grace Leash are both here to present the award tonight, and you're both Stout graduates as well, correct?
We are, and there might be one more going. This year, we're happy to announce the Castle Young Scholarship to Tracy Page.
Tracy plans to go to college at the University of Wisconsin Stout. She is very excited for what lies ahead. Tracy is very athletic and loves to work out and stay in shape. She is also very creative. Outside of school, she loves to do anything with her closest friends, especially watch movies and go dancing. If she received one of these scholarships, it would mean a lot to her greatly. Her parents have taught her more that if she pays for things on her own, she will appreciate it more.
The Catherine Katie Marie Clapper Memorial Scholarships are established by friends and family in Katie's name. Katie lived each day of life to her fullest. This year, the family is presenting 4 scholarships for Katie's classmates in honor of her graduation year and 2 scholarships for a student who has played soccer. Presenting the scholarships this evening are Katie's brother Eric and Adam and family friend Sam Bergstrom.
It was only through the hard work of Katie's family and her friends that we're able to pull together and make all these scholarships available for these students. First off, for the sports-related, Catherine Marie Clapper Memorial Scholarship is for Payne Forrester. This isn't Payne, by the way, this is Adam.
Some of Payne's outside interests and favorite pastimes are playing golf on a regular basis and fishing year-round with his family. He plans on attending the University of Minnesota Crookston, majoring in business and education. A scholarship would give him support to go to college and fulfill his lifelong dreams.
The second recipient is Ashley Anderson.
Ashley is a very outgoing person and loves to meet people and work with children. She works with students with disabilities and has worked with Special Olympics, children with autism, and Down syndrome. She also spends time with her friends and family. Ashley plans on attending the University of Minnesota Duluth, majoring in education. Receiving a scholarship would really mean a lot to her. It would allow her to have some assistance and make it just a little easier financially.
The next recipient is Matthew Kronberg.
Matt loves to play sports. Every summer, his friends and he would gather together at his house and we would play different kinds of activities. He plans on attending Winona State University, majoring in physical therapy. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to him and his family. It would help us financially with college tuition.
The next recipient is Leah Shuno.
Leah is very outgoing and enjoys spending time with her friends out of school. She plans on attending Dakota County Technical College, pursuing a career as a dental hygienist. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because it would really help her reach her goal of attending college and completing her dream career.
The next recipient is Melissa Cavalier.
Melissa's outside interest is soccer. She's been playing for 10 years. She also enjoys running track to keep in shape. Melissa plans on attending Normandale Community College. Receiving a scholarship would mean a great deal to her. She knows that going to college would have made her dad very proud, and she knows receiving a scholarship will help her family and herself.
And the last recipient is Jared Patet.
In the past few years, Jared has enjoyed high school immensely, in and outside of the classroom. He has participated in football, wrestling, soccer, and track, and had a lot of fun spending time with competing with his friends in those activities. Jared plans on attending the University of Wisconsin Stout. He would appreciate a scholarship because he would like to have an opportunity to continue his education.
The Ken and Shirley Flatiger Memorial Scholarship was established in memory of Ken and Shirley, who were both teachers in our school. Ken was a history teacher and Shirley a speech therapist. All 3 of their children are South St. Paul graduates. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Laura Dokniak.
Laura is a very outgoing, high-energy type of person that truly cares about other people's feelings, especially people with special needs. She enjoys playing sports, shopping, and spending time with family. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because attending St. Thomas is a very expensive school, and a scholarship will help lessen the financial burden. It would be very meaningful for her to receive support from the South St. Paul community.
Community Bank Scholarship is next. We greatly appreciate the support Key Community Bank gives our students here at South St. Paul. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Ed Rosenberger.
I'm very pleased on behalf of Key Community Bank to present this award to Stephanie Smeltzer.
When Stephanie has downtime, she likes to cook and shop. She loves being outdoors in the summer at the beach or with friends. Stephanie plans on attending the University of St. Thomas, majoring in pre-med. Receiving a scholarship to her is a great honor. It would help greatly with finances for college and would make it less of a burden on her parents.
Chris Banazuski worked for 28 years in the South St. Paul Public School Nutrition Department. She was a kind and giving person who brought a smile and had wonderful laughter to everyone who knew her sense of humor. Chris was a lifelong South St. Paul resident and a 1961 graduate. Her husband and daughters are also graduates. Kristen Johnson and Laura Jakacki, family friends, will be presenting these 2 scholarships. And Kristen Johnson is one of our high school teachers.
Hello. In honor of Chris, we are pleased to present 2 scholarships. The first recipient is Lauren Parsons.
Lauren enjoys art and music. She likes to just relax and read and go for a run. Sometimes she plans on attending St. Cloud State University, pursuing a career in radiation therapy. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. It would put her just that much closer to her dreams of going to college and having the best years of her life.
And our second scholarship goes to Melitza Ortega.
She likes to spend time helping children. She likes to watch and play soccer. Her future plans are attending Dakota County Technical College, majoring in nursing. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because it would give her an opportunity to go to college and be the first one in her family to get a career.
The Ladies Auxiliary Post 295 VFW Scholarship was established in 2001. We want to thank the Auxiliary for establishing this scholarship program. Barb Meyer, the Auxiliary President, will be presenting 3 scholarships this evening.
On behalf of the Ladies Auxiliary VFW Post 295, I'm pleased to present 3 scholarships. The first recipient is Martha Anderson.
Martha loves to hang out with her friends, play video games, watch movies, and most of all, read books. She plans on attending Gustavus Adolphus College, majoring in social science. Receiving a scholarship would mean a great deal because she is a 3rd child going through college, and anything to help financially would be wonderful.
The second scholarship goes to Emily Bilgen.
Emily is an outgoing, hardworking individual and is very determined to reach her goals. She plans on attending Winona State, majoring in business. Receiving a scholarship would show that she has worked very hard throughout her high school career.
The third scholarship goes to Sydney Larson.
Sydney likes being with family and friends. She enjoys being active and playing sports. Sydney plans on attending the University of Minnesota Duluth, majoring in education. Receiving a scholarship would give her the incentive to move on with what she would like to do for the rest of her life. It would make her feel that she is helping her family out.
This is the 12th year for the Larry Grew Scholarship. Larry was a 1960 graduate and a very active member at our foundation who believed in giving back. Larry received a scholarship that made it possible for him to attend Colgate University. Presenting this scholarship in his memory is his mother, Jeanette.
I'm very happy to present this scholarship to Jessica Schwartz.
Jessica likes being active. She enjoys photography and the arts, including drawing, painting, sewing, and knitting. She plans on attending Inver Hills Community College. Receiving a scholarship would help very much, and it would be very much appreciated.
The Leslie Sutherland Law Creative Spirit Scholarship was established in 1986 by family and friends of Leslie, a 1977 graduate who died of leukemia. Presenting this scholarship in Leslie's memory is her good friend Diane Keir, and she's also on our board of directors at the foundation.
It's in Leslie's memory that I'm honored to present this scholarship to Jillian Weebush.
Like most people, Jillian enjoys spending time with family and friends. Fishing, camping, and swimming are activities that entertain her very much. She also enjoys playing cards, board games, and doing various types of puzzles. Jillian plans on attending Concordia University, majoring in education. If she was able to receive a scholarship, she would indeed be very grateful. She feels that further education is extremely important in today's world, and that sadly, the cost deters many young people from pursuing their dreams.
The Mae Matthews doll was a former elementary school teacher who died unexpectedly in 2001. She established the Mae Matthews Scholarship to be awarded for a student pursuing a career in education. Mae's family continued this tradition of giving out the scholarship. Here to present this scholarship is both Scott and her children, Scott and Deb Clark. And Deb Clark's also on our school board.
Each time when we present the scholarship, we read the advice that she gave to graduates in the form of a plaque that we also give to the recipient. Take time to work, play, think, read, pray, laugh, listen, dream, worship, love, and be loved. And remember that those who care teach. And the winner is?
My pleasure to announce Pamela Perkle.
Pamela likes to read, write, sing, and hang out with friends. She plans on attending Inver Hills, majoring in education. Receiving a scholarship would mean that she could reach her goal of being a teacher and a missionary.
The Margaret Vogel Scholarship was established to demonstrate Margaret's concern and caring spirit for others. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Daniel Rothy.
As much as he enjoys playing hockey and guitar, Daniel's other top interest is that he likes playing guitar. His favorite pastimes including playing baseball with friends and hanging out with good friends in the neighborhood. He plans on attending the University of Minnesota Duluth, majoring in medicine. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to him because college is very expensive, and any help to his parents and for himself that he receives will be deeply appreciated.
The Margot, Mary Lou, and Jane Dowda Scholarship was established in 1997. They're all South St. Paul graduates and established this endowed scholarship because of their commitment to education. Presenting the scholarship this evening is Margot's son, David Horton.
And the award goes to Amanda Schnagel.
A scholarship would allow Amanda the opportunity to pursue a college education. She wants to be a role model for her family by demonstrating the importance of education. Her hope is to receive a degree in nursing. Receiving a scholarship would allow her to pursue a dream that perhaps without a scholarship and financial assistance, she may not strive to achieve.
The Mary Jane Morin Scholarship was established 6 years ago by friends and family in her memory. Mary Jane was a teacher, an administrator, and a friend to South St. Paul Public Schools for over 33 years. Her children are here to present the award today, Mickey and Paul.
Paul and I are proud to present the Mary Jane Moore Memorial Scholarship to Robert Quinn.
School, Bob likes to play video games, spend time with his friends and family, play pickup games of various sports. He plans on attending Mankato State University, majoring in education or medicine. The financial help in receiving a scholarship would be appreciated by his family and himself.
The Patricia Cross worked as a health aide at Lincoln Center Elementary School. Her friends and family established this scholarship as a memorial in her name. She was an inspiration to all who knew her. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Janelle Ricks.
In her free time, Janelle likes to play basketball, hang out with friends, babysit, sing, and dance. She plans on attending Mankato State, majoring in psychology. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because college is very expensive, and any help her mom and she can receive is deeply appreciated.
The Patty Murr Endowed Scholarship was established in 1995 by the William Murr family in memory of Patty. Donna Murr will be presenting the scholarship this evening.
I am pleased to present this scholarship in memory of my sister Patty to Jessica Kraus.
Jessica has participated in soccer, hockey, and softball during high school. She also enjoys volunteering. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. It would give her the chance to represent South St. Paul High School at the next level. Jessica plans on attending Hamlin, majoring in law. Most of all, it would mean that she would have an impact on this school and this community.
The Phelps Family Scholarship is established in memory of Alan, a 1929 graduate of South St. Paul High School, and he was also a civil engineer. Presenting this scholarship this morning is Elizabeth Phelps, Alan's granddaughter, and a 2008 graduate of South St. Paul.
On behalf of the Phelps family, I'm proud to present Joshua Hervey with the Phelps Family Memorial Scholarship.
Josh is a caring and generous person. He enjoys helping others and has volunteered at his church several times. Other activities that he really enjoys are golfing, fishing, and hunting. He also likes to play cribbage. Joshua plans on attending Dunwoody College studying technology. A scholarship would mean a great deal to him. He knows completing college would make his family proud of him, and it would make him proud of himself as well.
The Richard Bernstengel Scholarship was established by friends and family. He was a 1948 graduate of South St. Paul, active in football and track. Presenting this scholarship is his son, Glenn Bernstengel.
Thanks, Carrie. My dad was very, very proud to be a graduate of this high school. And to the mayor's point, he passed away in August, and we were just overwhelmed with both the support and the generosity of this community. And I know it would make him very happy that we would share some of the generosity of the community and our friends and relatives with a high school senior. So on behalf of the community and all our friends and relatives, and my mom Jeanette, my brother Dean, sister Lynn and Janie, our scholarship goes to Alexandria Mountain.
Alex thrives in an intellectual and challenging environment. She participates in the International Baccalaureate program because she loves to be challenged and feels a strong desire to perform to her best abilities. She is a social, confident, and optimistic kid. Her approach to life is with a good attitude and a sense of humor. Alex plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison, majoring in medicine. It would be an honor to receive a scholarship, and receiving a scholarship would mean so much to her. It would prove that putting forth effort and taking pride in what you do does not go unnoticed.
The Roosevelt Scholarship was established when the school was closed back in 1993. Presenting the scholarships this evening are Katie and Elizabeth Lundquist.
As students of Roosevelt Elementary School and graduates of South St. Paul High School, we are happy to present this scholarship to Benjamin Clark.
Ben loves to hang out with friends and travel with his family. He plans on attending North Dakota State University, majoring in business. If he were to receive a scholarship, he would be relieved to know that this is one less student loan he will have to pay off.
The Sandra Ness Redka Bemidji Scholarship was established in her memory by friends and family. She was a 1959 graduate of South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship is Nicholas Ross.
Nicholas is very active, loves to run and play any sport. He likes to hang out with his friends. He also loves to go fishing with his dad and uncles. Nicholas plans on attending Bemidji State University, majoring in health education. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to him. It would give him a good start for paying for school next year, and he would just have recently realized, he's just recently realized that this will be expensive.
The Scott and Brenda Affelbacher Scholarship was established in 2003 and is provided by Scott and Brenda, both 1973 graduates. We appreciate the support they're giving to our graduates this year. Scott will be presenting this scholarship this evening.
From a family that has a lot of people that graduate from South St. Paul and 2 past South St. Paul graduates, we'd like to present this to Christopher Abel.
Chris likes to hang out with friends and play video games. He has always liked video games, and it has been his dream to help make them. He plans on attending Brown College. Getting a scholarship would help him go to college and fulfill his dream.
The Sean Brown Endowed Music Scholarship was established in 2005. Sean was a 1997 South St. Paul graduate and a 2002 graduate of the Air Force Academy. Sean was involved in vocal, music, theater, and band programs here at South St. Paul. We're delighted to have his grandparents, Emery and Carol Alverson, to give this scholarship out this evening.
My husband and I are very pleased to grant this scholarship to Casey Gunch in memory of our grandson, Sean.
Casey really likes to play music, and to become a professional saxophone player would make him very happy. He plans on attending McNally Smith College of Music. A scholarship would be a source of tremendous help for him because he is going to pay for his education after high school.
Endowed Scholarship was created in honor of Sid, a 1940 graduate. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Michael Webby.
Mike enjoys hunting and fishing in some of his free time. He also has learned how to play guitar. He practices it daily. In the summertime, Mike enjoys spending time with his friends golfing or playing basketball. He plans on attending the University of Minnesota. Receiving a scholarship would help him concentrate on his studies and adjust to campus life by reducing his work hours during the first year of college. It would also mean that he would have less financial debt after college.
The South St. Paul Pepsi-Cola Scholarship was established to promote the importance of a continuing education. The recipient of this scholarship is Jordan Dietrich.
Jordan says that for the most part, she is an energetic girl. She likes to hang out with friends and have a good time. She always goes to sporting events and supports our school. She likes to scrapbook, take pictures, and find cute quotes online. Jordan plans on attending Banquet State University, majoring in psychology. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. No matter how much it would be worth, Every little bit helps. She knows that would mean a lot to her parents as well.
The South St. Paul Kiwanis Club Endowed Scholarship is established to support youth in South St. Paul. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Rochelle Dahl.
Rochelle spends a lot of time working outside of school. She does enjoy hanging out with friends, like any teenager. She plans on attending Inver Hills, studying psychology. If she were to receive a scholarship, it would help her out financially so much and allow her to further her education.
The Southwest Lioness Club is a local organization that they support education and services within our community. Presenting this scholarship is Denise Riley.
Hi. I wasn't fortunate enough to graduate from South St. Paul. I graduated from Tartan across the river, where we did not appreciate the smell of money. I have been fortunate enough to live in South St. Paul for over 20 years, have a child go through the education system here, and be lucky enough to be a member of the Southwest Lioness. We are the lesser known but equally dedicated sister club of the South St. Paul Lions. I am very proud on behalf of our club to present this year's scholarship to Sarah Freeling.
Sarah is a hardworking, confident person. She loves to play soccer. It is her pride and passion. Sarah loves to be involved in activities where she can meet new people. Her favorite pastimes growing up were going to the river and at the beach. She's very close to her family and plans on attending University of Wisconsin River Falls, pursuing a career as an athletic trainer. This scholarship would mean so much to her and to her family. It will help her reach her goals.
The Steve Selyonoff Endowed Scholarship was established in 1979 by friends and former students upon Steve's retirement from teaching. I want to give a special thank you to all of you donors who continue to support this scholarship. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Sam Price.
In his spare time, he enjoys being with friends. He plans on attending St. Thomas, studying physical therapy. Receiving a scholarship would allow him to further his education.
The Steve Toohey Memorial Scholarship was established by Dave Metzen, Brian Behringer, and Larry Grew in memory of their classmate and friend Steve, a 1960 graduate. Dave Metzen will be presenting this scholarship this evening.
The Steve Toohey Endowed Scholarship goes to Catherine Erickson.
Katie likes to do volunteer work for several organizations, including the Youth Task Force, the Minnesota Special Olympics, and Woodwinds Hospital. She also enjoys playing sports such as basketball, softball, soccer, tennis, and golf. She plans on attending Winona State, majoring in nursing. Receiving a scholarship would be a great accomplishment because she's very eager to pursue her future in nursing, and this would help her tremendously.
The VFW Endowed Scholarship will be presented by Norm Nisler, Post 295 Commander. We appreciate all the VFW does for our schools and our community here in South St. Paul. They will be awarding 3 scholarships this year. Oh, it's me. I'm sorry. It's me.
As many of you probably know, I am not Norm Nisler.
Sorry.
My name is Hank Rollins, and I am the chaplain down at the VFW 295. And he has meetings to attend to tonight, so he asked me to take his place. And I really appreciate this scholarship program. I had 8 kids that went through here. They all got scholarships. They all got 4-year degrees in college, thanks to partly to this money they received here. So I really appreciated it, I tell you. So I'd like to present these 3 scholarships. The first one is to Elizabeth Flannery.
Elizabeth likes to scrapbook and play volleyball. She plans on attending Dakota County Technical College to pursue a career as an ultrasound technician. Receiving a scholarship would help her financially because she already has a brother in college.
Our second scholarship is for Daniel Goossens.
An interest of Daniel's is computers. His favorite pastimes, besides the usual hanging out with friends, are golf, paintball, watching movies, and writing. He plans on attending Inver Hills. A scholarship would mean more than just help towards an education. It would help him set towards the right direction into life after college and to pursue a career in chemistry.
And our third scholarship is to Patrick Wilson.
Patrick enjoys hunting, fishing, playing sports, and spending time with family and friends. He plans on attending Winona State University. Receiving a scholarship would allow him to further his education and pursue a career.
The Waldhauser Family Endowed Scholarship was established in 1999 by the friends and family in memory of Norm and Eleanor Waldhauser. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Andrew Maskey.
In the winter, Drew likes to snowboard and ski with his brother and also play indoor basketball and soccer. During the summer, he goes to the beach and plays sports. He's very athletic and likes to stay busy. Drew plans on attending St. Scholastica to pursue a career as an athletic trainer. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to him because he lives with his grandparents and the scholarship would help them with money management.
The Zawacki Family Scholarship was established in 1998. Presenting the scholarship in his family's name is Dick Zawacki.
Good evening. On behalf of my parents and my sister Kathy, and in their memory, I would like to present this scholarship this evening to Alexa Villoom.
Alexa is a very curious person and loves to learn. She is excited to go to college and grow not only intellectually, but also as a person. She plans on attending Bennington College with a career as a neuroscientist. Alexa has worked hard all throughout high school. The financial help the scholarship provides is very meaningful to her family and to herself.
The Future Engineer Scholarship is new this year. It was established by the Peacock family for a student to further their education in the field of engineering. Presenting this scholarship is Donald and Bitsy Peacock.
We're happy to present this award to Nick Gallus.
Outside of school, Nick spends a lot of time with his family setting up at their cabin. He enjoys going hunting and fishing. They spend most of their summers working on the cabin and hanging out with each other by the bonfire. Nick plans on attending the University of Wisconsin, majoring in engineering. He believes that college is one of the most important experiences in a person's life. Receiving this scholarship would help him advance himself to the next step in life.
The Howe Endowed Scholarship was established. The endowment was established in 1988. Both Henry and Laura were teachers here. The recipient of the Howe Endowed Scholarship is Desiree Shenfield.
Desiree is a very hardworking student. She always helps out other students who are in need. Outside of school, she likes to hang out with friends or help babysit for people. Desiree really loves listening to music, coloring, and painting. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. She's paying for her college tuition, so she really hopes to receive a scholarship. She wants to fulfill her dream of being an elementary school teacher, and getting a scholarship would bring her that much closer to making her teaching dreams come true.
The South St. Paul Futures, Inc. established this scholarship for a student pursuing a career in business. Presenting the scholarship this evening is our mayor, Beth Bauman.
Never give a politician the microphone twice in an election year. Oh, no. South St. Paul Futures is made up of individual community shareholders that believe in the future of South St. Paul. And South St. Paul Futures believes in the future of Josh Leary.
Josh has been very active in sports during high school. He enjoys spending time with family and friends. He plans on attending Hamline University, majoring in business. Receiving a scholarship from the foundation would be an honor.
Debbie Kern Memorial Scholarship was established by Debbie during her courageous 3.5-year battle with cancer. Deb's positive attitude and love for her students will always be remembered. The recipient for this scholarship this evening is Brittany Turk.
Brittany's favorite pastime is to be outside. She loves to go fishing, swimming, and just sitting around the fire. She plans on attending Century College to pursue a career in business or education. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. Every little bit helps, and receiving money will give her more opportunities to get a better education and be successful in life.
The Governor and Iantha Lavander Scholarship is awarded to a student involved in speech and debate. Their daughter, Jean King, will be presenting the scholarship this evening.
It's always a thrill for our family to present this award, and this year it goes to Haley Moore.
Haley has challenged herself academically with the IB program and has been involved in almost everything she has come across. She has seen her work pay off in things such as debate, where her partner and she have qualified for the National Public Forum Tournament 2 years in a row. Outside of school, she enjoys attending concerts and also art, such as drawing. She plans on attending Carleton, majoring in medicine. At the end of this portion of her journey, it's nice to be able to get the help she needs, and even a reward for all the work she has put in during the past few years.
The children of John and Iola Carlson wish to demonstrate their support of South St. Paul Public Schools by establishing a scholarship fund. Jeff Carlson is here tonight in honor of his parents, John and Iola Carlson Memorial Scholarship.
In memory of our parents, I'm happy to present this scholarship to James Leary.
JP is a three-sport athlete and an IB student. He is active in his community and through his church. His favorite pastime during the school year is working on homework, hanging out with friends, and athletics. JP plans on attending St. Scholastica, majoring in accounting. Receiving a scholarship would mean a great deal to his family, as he has 3 other brothers that will be attending college after him, so any help with tuition would be appreciated by his family and himself.
The Kevin J. Leary Memorial Scholarship has been established by the family and friends of Kevin. A friend to all who knew Kevin, he gave freely of his time and resources to enhance the school experience for all South St. Paul youth. Presenting the scholarships this evening are his sons, Josh and James.
Thank you, Carrie. On behalf of the entire Leary family, we are very proud to present the Kevin James Leary Memorial Scholarship to Sarah Loyevich.
Sarah enjoys scrapbooking and staying active. She also enjoys traveling and has had the opportunity opportunity to go many places. She also enjoys spending time with her friends and attending school events. This scholarship would assist her in attaining her goal of becoming a pharmacist by first obtaining a bachelor's degree in biochemistry and molecular biology. Sarah hopes to pursue this profession because of her interest in science and because she wants to be able to help people.
Lincoln Center staff and Lincoln Center PTA have teamed up to provide a scholarship for a student who attended Lincoln Center Elementary School. Principal Connie Garling and PTA President Mary Swedeen will be presenting the scholarship this evening.
So far, I was a second grade teacher here. 5 of my kids have scholarships so far. On behalf of our PTA and the staff of Lincoln Center, I'm very happy to offer our scholarship to Danette Blackwell.
Danette says that she is fairly quiet and a bit eccentric at times. Her interests outside of school include hanging out with friends, writing, drawing, computers, music, gaming, and movies. Receiving a scholarship would be incredibly helpful. Her education is something that she's always taken seriously. Going to the University of Minnesota is a bit intimidating for me, so she thinks that having a scholarship would definitely help her feel more confident in her decision to tackle a huge 4-year university.
The Marcia and John Lally, Marcia Lally will present the John and Marcia Lally Scholarship established by John and his wife Marcia as an investment in the future of our state and its children. And John is also on our foundation board.
Okay. This scholarship goes to Anthony Olson.
Anthony enjoys playing soccer, and especially this year when their team went to the state tournament. Outside of school, he loves to play soccer and hang out with friends. He plans on attending St. Mary's, pursuing a medical career. If he received a scholarship, it would help with college tuition.
Bob Meyer will present the Mitzpah Masonic Lodge number 191 Scholarship. We would like to thank the Mitzpah Lodge for supporting our graduates.
Just a little tidbit for you. Really proud to be part of the Masonic fraternity. In the Masonic fraternity this year awarded the Masonic Research Cancer Center at the U of M campus $65 million this year. And very honored from Mitzpah Masonic Lodge and the Grand Lodge of Minnesota to award the recipient, Brian Olson.
Brian loves to play soccer every chance that he gets. He also likes hanging out with friends. He plans on attending St. Scholastica, majoring in law enforcement. He feels that it would help financially to receive a scholarship, and he would appreciate it very much.
This is the 15th year that the Nick Voyevich Scholarship has been awarded in memory of Nick. Patty Gnatz will be presenting this scholarship this evening, Nick's daughter.
On behalf of my sisters and our families, and in memory of our dad, I'd like to present this scholarship to Courtney Affelbacher.
Courtney loves to play softball. She plays on a dome ball team and also plays on a summer league. In her spare time, she loves just to hang out with her friends. Courtney plans on attending Mankato State, majoring in education. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because it will enable her to give her the opportunity to pursue her dreams. It will also help her by taking some of the financial burden off of her freshman year.
The South St. Paul Inver Grove Heights Rotary is a service organization that provides services, funds, and leadership for a better community. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Pete Trinskis.
I'm honored to present tonight's scholarship to Michelle Buss.
Michelle's outside interests include ski jumping, downhill skiing, working in the St. Paul Ski Club kitchen, and traveling. Some of her pastimes are sewing, reading, and scrapbooking. She plans on attending Aquinas College to pursue a career as an athletic trainer. A scholarship would financially mean a lot to her because she knows how expensive a college education can be.
The Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter 639, South St. Paul, is an organization representing the interests of all of our veterans. It has established 2 scholarships for a student pursuing a 4-year degree and 1 for a student going for a vocational degree. Tonight we have not John Lynch.
Yes.
John Lynch here to present.
Okay, we have 3. Catherine McCarthwaite, excuse me.
Caitlin's job has been a huge part of her life ever since she started working. She currently works full-time and continues to keep up her grades at school. She has always loved the sense of responsibility and accomplishment of being able to juggle both work and school. Her goals are set high only because she knows she can push herself to achieve them. She plans on attending Dakota County Technical College, studying either nursing or education. She believes that receiving any scholarship would be a stepping stone in the path for her to pursue her dreams.
Julie Danielson.
Julie likes outdoor activities. Her family has a cabin where she spends many weekends. She enjoys fishing, jogging, taking care of her dog, and enjoys traveling with her family. Julie plans on attending Inver Hills, studying education. Besides herself, her brother is attending the University of Minnesota Duluth, so she would like to help her family fund her education with the help of a scholarship.
Adam Bars.
One of Adam's greatest passions is sports. He has played basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis, golf, and even swimming and diving throughout his years here. Another passion he has is music. He has been in all of the top choirs. Adam likes to read and is very interested in history. He plans on attending St. Thomas, majoring in business. A scholarship to him would be a great help in affording an education that will let him prosper in the future.
The class of 1953 established a scholarship on June of 2003 at their 50th reunion. They're also holding a reunion this summer for 55 years on June 27th through the 29th, and you could stop by the foundation for more information. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Maxwell Ambrose.
When Max is not finishing calculus homework or history projects, he thoroughly enjoys spending time with his friends and family. When he is with his friends, he enjoys doing everything from watching movies, playing boot hockey, or just sitting around. Family time is also important, and he values the time he spends with his family. Max plans on attending the University of Minnesota or St. Thomas, majoring in finance or economics. Receiving a scholarship from the foundation would be immeasurably helpful in his future college education.
Friends and family who are fortunate to have shared parts of Mike McGinn's life established the Mike McGinn Memorial Scholarship in his memory. Receiving this scholarship this evening is Anthony Gackstetter.
Anthony wants to pursue a degree in biology and physical education. He would like to obtain an advanced degree in both fields and pursue a career in the medical field and become a high school coach as well. He loves to be active, and sports are his passion, especially hockey and lacrosse. He plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison. This scholarship would enable him to pursue his undergraduate degree and allow him to obtain an advanced degree.
This is the 15th year the Boris Pavlik Scholarship has been awarded. The scholarship was established in 1993 by the Bars family. Presenting this scholarship this evening is Beth Bernstengel.
Thank you. As a member of the Pavlik family and a graduate of South St. Paul and a graduate of the College of St. Catherine, I'm happy to present this scholarship to Kayla Schaefer.
Kayla enjoys going to Disney World, cooking, and everything about summer except for the mosquitoes. She plans on attending the College of St. Catherine. Receiving a scholarship would mean that she can continue her education, which means a lot to her and her family as well, because it will help her reach her ultimate goal of being a pediatrician.
The Blankish family Benedictines, established by the Blanken family in memory of Valentine Blankish, a graduate of St. John's University and employee at Armour here in town. His family and friends offer this scholarship in hopes that the values molded by the Benedictine men and women will inspire a South St. Paul student to make a difference in the world. Here presenting the scholarship this evening is Katie Lindquist, a 1999 graduate, and Elizabeth Lindquist, a 2002 graduate.
On behalf of our family, in memory of my grandpa, we are proud to present this scholarship and this loaf of Johnny bread, which I'm sure you'll come to appreciate. The award goes to Madeline Lindeman.
Outside of school, Maddie enjoys reading in her free time and hanging out with friends. She plans on attending the College of St. Benedict, majoring in medicine. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because it would help show her hard work during high school was beneficial. It would help fund an education which can be put to use through the rest of her life.
Dale Shenian, a South St. Paul High School graduate and a past Foundation board member, and his wife Betty, also a past Foundation board member, has been providing scholarships since 1985. With this scholarship, Dale and Betty will have given out 70 scholarships. Dale and Betty will be providing 3 $2,000 scholarships this evening. The first scholarship goes to Shelby Gallahue.
Shelby enjoys spending time with her family and friends. She also likes working and interacting with people, especially children. She has done a lot of work with kids, including working in a daycare center for ages 4 to 12 and volunteering in a first grade classroom. Receiving a scholarship would mean so much to Shelby. She looks forward to moving on to a great college and pursuing coursework in order to become an elementary school teacher.
The second scholarship goes to Jessica Laurel.
Jessica loves the arts and helping others, and that is why she wants to pursue a job in the medical field. Out of school, she is a typical teen, going to the movies, hanging out with friends, and she loves them all. She plans on attending Metropolitan State University to pursue a career as a dental assistant. To receive a scholarship would mean a lot to her, as she knows education is the key to success.
And the third $2,000 scholarship goes to Senta Riley.
During her free time, Senta enjoys drawing and painting. She also likes to ride a bike, watch foreign films, and read. She plans on attending the University of St. Thomas, majoring in engineering. As for receiving a scholarship, it would mean the world to her. Although that does sound a bit cliche, she says, it's true. This scholarship would mean that she could focus on her schooling and not how she's going to afford next semester's tuition.
The Justin Andrew Meyer Scholarship was established in memory of Justin by his family and friends. He was a 1995 South St. Paul graduate, and for most of his life, he had a chronic illness, but he had the courage and strength which enabled him to graduate from high school and attend college. Presenting his scholarship in his name.
Class of 71. First of all, I'd like to say congratulations to the class of 2008. Wonderful job. I'd like to say thank you to my family, my friends, all the businesses around here that helped make my fundraising and my golf tournament a success. I'd also like to say thank you to Carrie. I like bugging her to give her money. That's kind of fun. And the whole foundation for a wonderful job they've done for all this. I'm very greatly and deeply honored to name the first two recipients of the Justin Meyer Andrew Fund, and the first one goes to Emily Oster.
Emily is excited as she looks forward to the college environment. She has a number of hobbies and interests that will be able to explore further in college with college coursework. She enjoys theater, studio arts, and writing. Emily plans on attending St. Cloud State, majoring in journalism or art history. She says if she was fortunate enough to receive a scholarship, it would mean that she would have more time to focus on her studies, so she may be able to put off having a job during the school year.
And the second one goes to Zachary Summer.
Zachary's passion is art. He has taken a variety of art classes throughout his high school career. He is currently in the IB art program at the high school. He also enjoys playing music and has a rhythm guitar and plays rhythm guitar in a band. He plans on attending Augsburg, majoring in visual arts and business. Receiving a scholarship would be very helpful and appreciated.
This is the oh, I think I lost my mic here. Should I do something? I'll switch over here. Oops. This is the 8th year for the Kaposia Education Center Scholarship. Kaposia staff and PTSA established these scholarships in 2000. Presenting these two scholarships is John Laliberty, Kaposia's principal. And we'll just share.
It is my honor to be here this evening to give away two scholarships on behalf of our teachers and our parents at Kaposia. First, recipient Leah Howard.
Leah enjoys experiencing life and learning new things. She loves traveling and gaining new outlooks on life. She plans on attending Gustavus College, majoring in the social services. Receiving a scholarship would mean that she would be able to go to the private college that best suits her and gain a foundation that would allow her to make a difference in the world.
Our second recipient this evening is Amy Goblersch.
Amy loves the outdoors and everything in it. She loves playing sports and just being outside with her friends. Her favorite pastime would have to be going to her cabin. One thing you should know about Amy is that she loves learning. She wants to be able to go to college and expand her education and her experiences. She plans on attending St. Scholastica, majoring in the medical field. Receiving a scholarship would mean so much to her. Any scholarship that she can receive would help her family out so much and take a lot of pressure off of her family.
We're going to try this. Oh, I must have hit something. It's working again. The Cobb Family Foundation, because of their commitment to the youth and their feeling about the importance of education, is providing 3 $2,000 scholarships. The first one will go to Nathan Asper.
Nate enjoys sports and just relaxing and hanging out with his friends. He also really enjoys helping kids by coaching and teaching them. Ever since then, he's been wanting to help coach youth hockey and has realized that he truly wants to be a teacher. Nate plans on attending St. Mary's. He would greatly appreciate this scholarship because of the financial assistance it would provide.
Oh, you guys should stay up here. The next one goes to Ryan Crow.
Ryan is a hard worker that loves sports and loves to succeed in everything he does. He's very competitive and determined. Ryan wants to major in zoology and plans on attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Receiving a scholarship would help in funding his education. His education is very important to him, and a scholarship would be so great.
And the next Cobb Family Foundation Scholarship goes to James Milligan.
James loves to participate in almost any sport, and soccer is by far his favorite. He loves to spend time with his friends and family and do outdoor activities such as fishing or camping. He has worked hard in high school and taking almost all IB classes. He plans to go to St. Thomas next fall, and receiving a scholarship would be very beneficial to him. A scholarship would help him pursue his dreams and continue his education at a higher level.
This is the 13th annual scholarship for the Polish National Alliance Lodge 1033, providing scholarships. They're awarding one scholarship for a student planning on attending a 4-year college and university and one vocational scholarship. The 4-year scholarship goes to Jane Beanick.
Of all of Jane's experience as a high school student, gymnastics has been her favorite. She's been involved in the sport since the age of 3 and has never once taken a break, even when she should have. Gymnastics has had such a huge influence on her life, and she honestly does not want it to be over. Jane plans on attending Hamline University to pursue a career as a news anchor. She would be extremely grateful to receive a scholarship.
And the vocational scholarship goes to Jessica Eppin.
Jessica works part-time after school and loves watching sports, especially high school sports. She loves cheering for her friends. Jessica's favorite pastime would be hanging out with friends, going to the beach, shopping, and writing in her journal. She plans on attending Aveda to pursue a career as a cosmetologist. Receiving any sort of scholarship would mean so much to her. It would release stress just knowing that she has less to pay for the school next year.
The St. Peter Family Scholarship is next. Bernie St. Peter is a past Foundation Board president and served on our school board. Bernie was very instrumental in establishing the foundation. His daughter, Jerry Weber, will be presenting their scholarship this evening.
And the St. Peter Family Scholarship goes to James Lowry.
Keith's interests in school are knowledgeable, sports, and his favorite subject is math. His interests outside of school include sports, music, and cars. He plans on attending Georgia Institute of Technology or Michigan Technological University, majoring in engineering. Receiving a scholarship would help him to get into either of those two schools, and he would like to attend to further his education in the subjects that interest him.
The Flint Hills Discovery Scholarships were established by the company to recognize and support exceptional leaders in our community. Wayne Jorgensen from Flint Hills will be giving these scholarships away this evening.
The first Flint Hills Discovery Scholarship is awarded to Margaret Engelmeyer.
Maggie is a very hard worker and always wants to succeed in whatever she does. She is currently going through the process of getting the IB diploma. Maggie enjoys math and science classes the most and would like to pursue something in that field after high school. She also enjoys helping other people and loves working with children. She really enjoys playing sports and also likes to do crafts like scrapbooking or making cards. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. She feels like her hard work has paid off and also that believes that a scholarship would be put to good use if she were to receive one.
And our second scholarship goes to Tony Simmons.
Tony has enjoyed being involved in school and athletics. Outside of school, she's very involved in the community. She enjoys skiing, swimming, fishing, camping, and riding horses. She also enjoys knitting and playing with children. This is why she would possibly like to pursue a career as a veterinarian. She also loves helping people and has always been interested in medicine. Receiving a scholarship from the South St. Paul Education Foundation would mean a lot to her because a scholarship would help to alleviate some debt.
Ken Vogt was a 1965 graduate of South St. Paul High School who passed away suddenly in 1999. This scholarship is established by his family in his memory. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Stephen Simmons.
Stephen's outside interests include golfing, snowboarding, and bowling. Other interests include computer activities and visual arts, such as drawing, painting, pottery, and graphic arts. He also likes to attend different sporting events and enjoys many family activities. Receiving a scholarship would be great assistance in paying for a quality education. It would be an honor to receive a scholarship that would help him achieve his goal of becoming an architect.
The Virginia L. Lamanna Fine Arts Scholarship was established in 2003 in honor of Virginia, a former South St. Paul resident and a mother of 11. Many of her children and grandchildren have attended schools here in South St. Paul. This scholarship is for a student who shares Virginia's interest in the arts. Presenting the scholarship this evening, well, Rock must not be coming up, Jenny Labor and Vanessa Lamanna.
On behalf of our grandma, Virginia Lamanna, we'd like to present this to
Sarah Woody Jacobs.
Sarah has been very involved in music and theater while in high school. A scholarship from the South St. Paul Educational Foundation would mean the world to her because it would help her to get that much closer to her dream of receiving a degree in vocal music from Concordia College.
The South St. Paul Custodial Maintenance and Technology Departments have established two $3,000 scholarships to encourage students to get very involved in the many opportunities the district has to offer. Glenn Bernsteingle, the Director of Buildings and Grounds here at South St. Paul Schools, will present this scholarship.
It's my pleasure to be up here representing the Buildings and Grounds and Technology Department this evening. As we rotate who gives this award away by who has kids that are seniors, it might be one of my last chances to give a shameless plug for our golf tournament, August 4th at Cannon Falls. And on behalf of our hardworking and dedicated staff here at South St. Paul Schools, our first award goes to Jacob Wallner.
At this point in Jacob's life, pastimes and outside interests are very rare due to high school and attending classes at Inver Hills Community College and working 2 jobs. When a rare day occurs that he is free, he enjoys snowboarding, his cabin, and in general the outdoors. Receiving the scholarship would greatly impact his life. It would enable him to pay for some of his classes next year at college.
Second scholarship goes to Abisoy Atkinson.
Abby says that she is a great fanatic of her family and of education. She loves reading, singing, dancing, and cooking. During her free time, she likes to hang out with friends and family. She plans on attending Inver Hills Community College to study nursing. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because it would give her hope for a better future, and since education is the best legacy, it would mean she would be more successful in her life.
The Harry and Arlene Sommermeyer Scholarship is being made in recognition of the importance South St. Paul Schools has had on Harry and Arlene's children, Carl, Donald, and Harry J. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Benjamin Elliott.
Besides school and work, Ben enjoys doing several other things. His favorite thing to do with his free time is either write stories or practice the piano. He enjoys hanging out with his friends at the beach. He also enjoys camping up north with his neighborhood each year and attending city events such as parades. Ben plans on attending the University of Minnesota. Receiving a scholarship would help him immensely in allowing him to attend college and complete the goal he has of pursuing biochemistry.
The Lauren and Lucille Ellingson Memorial Scholarships were established in 1999 by Lauren and Lucille, both district employees. Lucille was a secretary and Lauren served in various positions as a teacher, counselor, and principal until his retirement in 1969. They both had very fond memories of South St. Paul Public Schools, and Lucille established this scholarship in her will. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Andrew Isaacson.
Andrew says that his main goal in high school has been academics. He has also dedicated much of his spare time to his studies. He also enjoys spending time with family and friends. Andy loves the outdoors and the fishing trips. He started playing hockey at a young age and still appreciates playing and watching the game too. He plans on attending the St. Thomas, majoring in business. To receive a scholarship from South St. Paul Educational Foundation would demonstrate that all of his hard work academically through high school has now allowed him the opportunity to achieve future goals in life.
The Mike Byron Scholarship was established in 2000 by Friends in Mike's memory, a 1994 graduate and a member of the 1993 section football team. The scholarship goes to Alex Koich this evening.
Throughout his high school experience, Alex has enjoyed participating in athletics such as hockey, football, and track. He's participated in one of the most rewarding school organizations, and that is diversity leadership. He is an avid outdoorsman who loves to hunt and fish. He's also enjoying participating in politics. In the fall, Alex will be attending St. John's University. Receiving a scholarship would help him continue the great educational experience he has had so far. It would also mean a lot to be recognized by the community that has done nothing but support him and the rest of the graduating class of 2008. It will also give him the chance to continue to give back to the community as he successfully transitions into the next phase of his life.
The South St. Paul Lions Club is one of our largest contributors through its establishment of the South St. Paul Lions Endowment Scholarship Fund, totaling $295,000. They also support many other school activities here in South St. Paul, and we're so proud of our relationship the Lions have with all of us in our community here in South St. Paul. Dave Asper will be presenting 3 $4,000 scholarships for a student going to a four-year college or university, and one $2,000 scholarship for a Voc technical institution.
Thanks, Carrie. It's an honor to be representing the South St. Paul Lions tonight, and our first recipient of the $2,000 vocational scholarship is Trevor Clayton.
Trevor is a huge supporter of the Boy Scouts of America. In fact, he often is called a scout for life. He recently became a fan of rock climbing and hopes to continue this obsession for the rest of his life. He loves the outdoors and being active in any way he can. He also believes strongly in the role of family, which is why he is always willing to put his family first. Trevor plans on attending Inver Hills, pursuing a career as EMS. He would be very grateful for a scholarship. The financial help in receiving a scholarship would be greatly appreciated.
Our next recipient of a $4,000 scholarship is Rachel Saver.
Rachel is a creative person who enjoys family, friends, and Girl Scouts. She has been the oldest Girl Scout in South St. Paul and has been looked up by the Brownie Girl Scouts and has tried to be a role model for them. Rachel has been a camp caddy for many years, and for her, the friendships with the younger girls have been the most rewarding. She plans on attending St. Catherine's to study science and math. One of the greatest benefits of receiving a scholarship will be the chance it will give her to focus on her studies. She knows her future will be fantastic, and she owes it all to her family, her friends, and the strong support and education that she received in South St. Paul.
Our next recipient of a $4,000 scholarship is Catherine Milbert.
Catherine quotes, "Strong people help themselves, stronger people help others." For her, this powerful quote summarizes the shift in focus her life has taken. She has always been a high achiever and worked very hard to excel academically and athletically. While focusing so much on accomplishing her goals, she says she failed to see the opportunity to help others and accomplish theirs. In the fall of her junior year, she suffered an injury that cut short her soccer and hockey seasons. She had more free time available and decided to turn this disappointment into an opportunity to help others. She started volunteering as a preschool swim instructor at Courage Center, a Special Olympics Fun Fitness medical evaluator, and a physical therapy intern at Gillette's Children's Hospital. These volunteer positions sparked her interest in pursuing careers in either elementary education or physical therapy with a focus on treating children with special challenges. Receiving this scholarship will allow her to continue her commitment to serving others as a teacher or therapist without incurring a large amount of debt.
And our last recipient of a $4,000 scholarship is Sean Collins.
Sean enjoys soccer and tennis. He is also involved in theater and Boy Scouts. He loves to read and does so daily. Sean plans on attending Northwestern University, majoring in engineering. He says if he were to receive a scholarship, it would mean less strain on his parents' wallets, as well as less time that he would have to work at college, leaving more time to be spent studying.
The John and Barb Henke Scholarship was established by John and Barb for the purpose of encouraging a student to pursue a degree in education and celebrating Barb's 35 years in South St. Paul Public Schools. The recipient of this scholarship this evening is Brianna Simon.
Brianna works at a preschool and enjoys it very much. She teaches young children and it is her passion. She loves children and her goal is to become an elementary school teacher. She plans on attending Mankato State, majoring in education. Receiving a scholarship would mean very much to her. It would assist her with her financial needs as she goes through college.
The Olga B. Hart Foundation was established in her by her will. Olga had no direction to South St. Paul other than through her financial advisor who knew of the South St. Paul Educational Foundation. He suggested she set up a foundation to provide scholarships for the foundation and also for cancer research at the University of Minnesota. We are just one of more than 10 schools who are benefiting from her generosity and foresight, and we have to give a special thanks to our anonymous catalyst for this annual scholarship. The recipient of the Education $6,000 scholarship goes to Sarah Sims.
Sarah's main interests include reading, writing, and doing crossword puzzles. She also enjoys volunteering, spending time with her family, and listening to music. Sarah plans on attending the University of Wisconsin River Falls. Receiving a scholarship would be very meaningful to her because college is such a big expense and some burden would be lifted. She is eager to begin her journey towards becoming a teacher.
And the recipient of the Social Service $6,000 scholarship goes to Naveen Shanuda.
Naveen came from Egypt when she was 6 years old in 1996. Her interests are soccer, basketball, participating in church activities, volunteering at St. Joseph's Hospital, and mission trips. She plans on attending the University of Minnesota, pursuing a degree in the medical field. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her because her parents have given up a lot for her in order to make a better life in America. She would love to repay them for all of their hard work. Also, it would mean that she could pursue her career goal, which is to be a doctor.
The Scholarship for the Arts was established in 1996 by Lisa and Larry Kumstead. They are the parents of 3 South St. Paul graduates, Kurt, Carissa, and Anna Marie. And here's Larry to present the scholarship this evening.
The scholarship award tonight, this scholarship, and I need to give credit to my wife, who's the one who established this, don't give me any credit for it, is given to Carrie Bishop.
Family and friends are very important to Carrie. Other people have really touched her life as well, especially teachers. She hopes that she can one day repay all those involved in her life. Due to the IB program, she has had to really work on balancing time dedicated to schoolwork and spending time with friends and just relaxing and having fun. Academics as well as extracurricular things are very important to her. She considers herself a dedicated participant. Theater is her favorite activity. She can't imagine her life without it. She loves music too. Also, she has had a love of soccer since the age of 4. Outside of school, she loves to be a regular teenager, reading books and watching movies. Carrie also likes to take pictures. Receiving a scholarship would make her feel so honored and help her know that all that she's done, though most of it was for her enjoyment, served a purpose. Her hard work has really paid off. Although there is still a long road ahead of her, this will be a very helpful step in the right direction.
The Brian C. Behringer Class of 1960 Scholarship was established in memory of Brian. The recipient of this scholarship is to reflect qualities of hard work and a great work ethic. We have John McKenney here, Brian's son, to present the award tonight.
On behalf of the Behringer Foundation, I am pleased to present this year's scholarship to Patrick Peltier.
Patrick enjoys sports, playing, watching, and someday coaching, especially hockey. He's always dreamed of attending the University of Minnesota. A scholarship would help him to achieve his goals and take some financial burden off of his family and himself. Someday, he would like to start his own firm and be his own boss.
The next 2 scholarships available tonight are the Burnham Scholarships. Dwayne Burnham established the Burnham Endowed Scholarship Fund in 1993. Dwayne is a 1959 graduate of South St. Paul High School, and he's retired as the CEO of Abbott Laboratories. This year, Mr. Burnham will be giving 2 $12,000 scholarships away to 2 of our graduates. The first $12,000 scholarship goes to Andrew Bernstengel.
Andrew really enjoys running, as well as staying in shape. And outside of school, he likes to play tennis whenever he gets the chance. He also enjoys playing chess, cribbage, backgammon, and other strategic board and card games. When he gets together with his friends, they enjoy movies, video games, pool, and ping pong. Receiving a scholarship from the Educational Foundation would, first of all, give him a huge boost to his self-esteem. More importantly, it would be huge to help his family as well as his future.
The second $12,000 scholarship goes to Mary Hansen.
Mary has participated in hockey, soccer, softball, and tennis during high school. She has also enjoyed volunteering for the Special Olympics. She plans on attending St. Scholastica or Concordia College in Moorhead. Her career plans are to study a field where she can help children. Receiving a scholarship would mean a lot to her. It would greatly reduce the financial burden of a college tuition.
This is the 4th year for the Sandy and Jerry Myers Scholarship. It was established by Sandy and Jerry, both South St. Paul High School graduates from the class of 1956. Jerry is a retired and chairman of and CEO of Tektronix, and Jerry and Sandy live in Scottsdale, Arizona. Their scholarship is for $20,000 this evening.
We're very glad to be back in South St. Paul again.
we enjoy being here, and we want to congratulate all these wonderful scholars and their parents. We're very pleased this evening to give our award to Rachel Gang.
Rachel considers herself to have an outgoing personality, and she loves to make people laugh. Rachel loves being active, especially anything that involves being outside. Her favorite pastime is hockey, and has played a great role in her life over the years. It has made her realize how lucky she has been to live in a small town around such great people. She has a very tight-knit family, which is the center of her life. She has chosen to attend Bethel University in the fall. She knows that she wants to make a difference in the lives of those around her and continually strive to be a better person. Receiving a scholarship would be an incredible blessing, as her family already has to pay the tuition for her older sister, and a scholarship would lessen this burden considerably. It would also help her to achieve her goal of playing college hockey. Also, receiving a scholarship would help her to make good use out of all the gifts that she has been blessed with.
Fanny Gilbertson established a scholarship fund in her will to assist people to attain a formal education that was not available to her. Mr. Manning, our high school principal, will be giving these scholarships to a grant and aid award for this year's valedictorian and salutatorian. Okay, let's try that again. And then we have an additional award this evening for our valedictorian from the Kenneth B. Jones family, which will also be presenting that award this evening.
First of all, our salutatorian. Drum roll. None out there? Very good, thank you. Sean Collins. And now, the valedictorian, Naveen Shruda.
Congratulations to all of our students and their families. As we prepare to conclude this evening, we have a few details to attend to. Seniors, you have an appointment with me in the school auditorium tomorrow morning at 9:10 to get some more information about your scholarship. And then the pictures that were taken tonight are compliments of American Bank and will be distributed to you as soon as they become developed and available here. We ask all the recipients of scholarships today to go down to the competition gym for a group picture, and we invite families, if you want a group picture as well, to go down there. And finally, as you're leaving tonight, if you want to get a list of all the scholarship and their recipients, you could pick them up at the doors as you're leaving the lunchroom here today. Thank you, and congratulations to all of you.